Welcome back to the next episode of Redbone and Hoodrow, brought to you by San Pellegrino. Only the finest of waters we drink in this
Only
house.
the finest Cambodian breast milk.
Oh, you ain't lived till you had Cambodian breast milk. All right, so we've decided we're going to talk about something pretty cool today. Discipline equals freedom. And we have 4 key factors that will get us there. Through discipline is pretty much the only way you can get freedom, aside from blind luck. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
Freedom like how? Like freedom from...
You define freedom.
I don't know, I guess doing what you want? Or being capable of doing what you want? Is that...
That's one way to define it.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I don't know. When I think of freedom, I think more of like not having to go to work all the time.
Financial freedom.
Yeah.
That's one way to
Other than that, I
think
feel
about it.
pretty free, I guess.
Freedom can come in a lot of different ways. But we have 4 key factors that go into the freedom equals discipline mantra.
Yes.
Number 1. Well, let's start in descending order. Number 4 key factor is being healthy in general. Mm-hmm. Just be healthy. I think when you're healthy, you're happier.
Yes.
Like,
because you feel better.
You feel better.
Yeah.
Mentally, you're happier.
That's true. Yeah.
And physically, you're projecting your happiness.
Are you?
Yeah.
With your badass body.
And it shows your discipline. It shows this.
Yeah.
This is a person that works hard.
Yeah.
On the clock and off the clock. Mm-hmm. It shows they put in hours. They put in the work. Most have to work really, really, really hard for it.
Yeah.
And they can see the hours. Whenever they see a person, they can tell, you know, they worked for it or it's a natural gift. Like when I see someone walking around, like if someone approaches me that's all jacked and shit, I could tell, you know, whether it's a natural thing or whether he works hard on it. Just by the way he carries himself, I can just see that they've worked hard. Mm-hmm. And that is going to project to the universe. And people are going to look more kindly to that. People you work alongside of, or friends, family, you could inspire people even. But just by projecting that image, people will look more down on those who are eating the salad in a construction field or in that manly, you know, manly
general,
type of
though.
environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Almost in general, I feel that it's almost that like jealous hating mentality.
Well, I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I see it as more of a compliment. They notice.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, is like, oh, he notices me eating this salad. Mm-hmm.
And knows he should be eating one too.
Exactly. Number 3 is a positive outlook. Just being a positive person. A person that someone can relate to, a person can come to and confide in.
Not a Debbie Downer.
Not a Debbie Downer.
Nobody likes Debbie Downer.
Never. People who are just bringing that negative energy around them.
Yeah. Everywhere
they go. It just oozes out of their pores negativity. Mm-hmm. It's just a person you don't want to associate with.
Not at all.
And it's hard to be around that person or to help that type of person.
You can't help that type of person.
So you have to be above it. You have to project your personality, your positivity, no matter how hard people try to bring it down.
Yeah.
Because there are people that absolutely hate a positive mindset too. They'll do anything to crush it. Yeah. Anything to just bring them down to their level. If a lot of times when people aren't happy, what do they say? Misery loves company. And it's no truer words than that.
Yeah. I feel like I just try to remember if it's not something I can actually do something about or change, then I need to just let it go. It is what it is. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
Sorry, this sucks, but it is what it is, and we're moving on.
I'm an overthinker, so I kind of think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And I let it drag me into it, but then I like to wake up. Like, all right, Woodrow, get out of that stink hole.
Well, it depends on what it is, and I feel like, I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling in general about everything else, how quick I can let it go, you know?
Yeah, that's true too.
Like last week, I feel like everything bothered me for days. But most of the time I feel like I'm just like, meh, you know what I mean? Like when I come into work in the morning, if the schedule's like nuts or there's something I don't want to do, I'm just like, oh, but then it's like, oh, like, okay, gotta do it, get it done, it'll be over, you know what I mean? You just can't, you gotta just let go of that resistance to it in a way.
Yeah. I think of like that Mike Rose dirty jobs. At least we don't have to do anything close to like getting into sewages and like cleaning poop pipes and stuff. Like we don't have to do anything remotely close to that.
Yeah.
So today is going to be a good day.
Yes. You hope. I don't know. Some days get kind of dirty.
Oh, yeah. Well, those days are going to come and they're going to go. But
yeah. But again, it is what it is. You got to just move on. Do what you got to do in the moment.
Tomorrow will be a better day.
Pretty much. That's also how I look at things. Like if I have like a bad interaction or something like that, I'm like, okay, this was the one that was meant to be. It's only up from here.
It can't get worse.
It can't get any worse
until it does.
And sometimes it does, and I'm like, all right, so this is that day in my work history or history.
But it can't get worse again.
And now we're on that snowball we were talking about.
I like that though. It keeps you in a good headspace. Keeps you on track. You know, keeps you forward on your, just looking forward on your goals, what you set for the future. That's what all that really matters in the end.
And I love like in that book that Eckhart Tolle said, he's like, and anytime anything's going wrong, like just like what is technically wrong right now, you know what I mean? And most of the time it's like nothing. Like I look at it like I'm breathing, like I'm good, you know what I mean? Like in the scope of things, you know what I mean?
Live in
what
the
is
moment.
wrong. Yeah.
The now.
Yeah, like you can't just get caught up in any of that. It's just like what technically is wrong right now. And if you think about it, it's like nothing really, technically. That kind of a lot of times will bring me back down off the ledge a little bit. And then it's a little bit easier to get positive. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, calms me down a little bit sometimes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, number stew.
Number stew.
After. Okay, so let's recap. Number 4, we have just being healthy, exercising, diet, nutrition, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Number 3, having a positive outlook despite being surrounded by negativity or just having a bad day.
Yeah, even when you're feeling negative.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Dos.
Stay true to your word. Be a person of honor and dignity and just stay true to your word.
I like that one a lot.
Because when you say something, you should mean it. You should do it.
Yeah.
You're not always necessarily going to be able to live up to your word, but you should be able to do the best that you can.
Yeah.
Because,
or at least communicate that.
Because shit happens. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But as long as the intent is to do what you said you're going to do, I think that is a huge thing in this life.
It's respect. I like that a lot. I think that's really good to live by. Because most of the time people don't say what they mean. That's why I feel like I like that so much. People just say things. People like to talk a lot and they don't say things that they actually plan on doing. You know what I mean? Like I get the whole like speaking things into existence, but if you're not going to back it up, like I like the walk and talk the talk. I like that a lot. I think it's really important.
Like a straight shooter type of mentality.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's respectable. I think a lot of people like...
But a lot of people can't handle a straight shooter. We know that. Maybe that's why it's not out there as much as it is.
What does that even mean? Like a straight shooter?
Straight shooter is gonna call you on your bullshit.
I mean, okay, but I don't know.
You know how many snowflakes are out there that we work with particularly?
A lot, but
a ton.
Yeah.
And they can't handle, like, people can't handle hearing about their own faults.
Yeah.
They can't handle hearing, you know, you did this wrong. You should have done that. Even though they know it. Deep down inside, they know.
Yeah. Well, that's why they take offense to it. If you hit a nerve with somebody and they're, you know what I mean?
But then like, they could get vindictive about it. And they may not like you being a straight shooter. Most people don't like it. You can't be a straight shooter with everybody.
I think because most people can't take criticism,
yeah.
number one. And then most people aren't self-accountable. So
yeah.
I feel like that all goes.
Plus, a lot of people are bullshitters.
Yeah. I like when people let you know what you're doing wrong. You know, I like that a lot. Like most of the time, I feel like I don't ever really learn or know what to do without having a situation where like that, where like, you know, I guess like your ego feels threatened or like, you know what I mean? Like you feel that rise in you where you're like, oh, like, what are you trying to say about me right now? You know what I mean? But if you like think about it before you react, it's like, maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe I should just calm it down. You know, I don't know. I like that. I feel like you never know an outside perspective.
It's always good to listen to feedback and let it soak in too before you react.
Yeah.
Let me reflect on it. Take a day or two even. And, you know, look within. See if these are accurate. Because someone else's perspective of the situation may not even be as accurate.
Right.
So you have to reflect and kind of be objective with yourself.
Right.
And if you could truly be objective with yourself, then that's when you could have the moment of like clarity and say, okay, this is where I was screwing up. Let me correct it. And once you correct it, move forward and don't look back.
Yeah.
It's because dwelling on the mistakes that you make aren't going to help them. Correcting them and moving forward is the only way to correct the course of action.
Right.
All right, last on our list is simple. 3 words. Be on time. Show up.
I mean, I'm showing up, but...
Yeah, this is a little bit more loose with you, I guess. I feel this...
Oh, thank you. You're stretching the rules for me.
Was it? Let me be a straight shooter with you for
I've gotten a lot better.
Okay.
Like, a lot better.
All right.
And, I mean, to be fair, sometimes I don't know. I'm just not feeling it sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Easier said than done.
I feel I'm very consistent. Every morning I wake up, I do the same exact routine.
I know.
I get ready for work the same exact way.
It's disgusting.
It's terrible.
Even on the weekends.
To the minute.
It's disgusting.
And I'm out the door. I'm at work 15 minutes early every day. I'm there every day. I feel good. I'm there. I feel bad. I'm there. I'm tired. I'm there. I'm sick. I'm there. Show up, and I'm on time. And I'll do whatever I gotta do. I stay late.
Yeah.
To get the job done. Just be someone that people can depend on. I can rely on. That's what I try to be, and I think that people see that too. They don't ignore that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Woodrow hasn't called off in 2 years. like he doesn't take a sick day.
Right.
And that's a big thing when you show up. Consistency is king.
Yeah.
And you know, whether you show up a little late, at least you're still there.
Yeah.
Redbone.
See, I don't know. I'm working on it because I know I don't want to be known as somebody who's always late for things.
You don't want to be that person.
I don't like being that person. But at the same time, it's like once I'm there, then I'm wholly there. Like
I know.
You don't have to worry about anything else.
I already know.
You know what I mean?
I already know.
I feel like that's what I feel like gives me the laxity with it, is because I'll be like, like once I'm there, like like I'm wholly there, like mind, body, focused, soul. Like I put my heart into everything I do.
I already know that.
It's like,
yeah.
I can skimp a little bit on when I get there. Just a little bit.
I think it would be a good tweak in your life to do.
Yeah.
It's to definitely. Because I know you probably wake up early as hell anyway.
That's the sad part is half the time I'm up doing other things and I'm still friggin' late.
I already know.
I'll have done like 30 other things. I'll have done morning meditation. I'll have like ran, did yoga, and I'm still like rushing. Just
to recap, number 4, being healthy. Number 3, have a positive outlook. Number 2, stay true to your word. And number 1, simply be on time, show up, be positive, be a good person that people want to be around.
Yeah.
If you enjoy this content, please like, share, subscribe, and everyone have a fantastic week.